On one side, we've got the Megalodon, the predator that ruled the seas millions of years ago, with a bite powerful enough to crush anything in its path. And on the other side, we have the legendary Kraken, the monstrous sea beast with tentacles that can drag entire ships into the abyss. Prepare yourself for an underwater battle as we bear witness to who will emerge victorious in this ultimate showdown. Megalodon versus Kraken. Round 1. Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats because it's time for round 1. Let's break down the strengths of our two fearless contenders. First up is the Megalodon. This prehistoric shark dominated the oceans around 20 million years ago. Measuring up to an astonishing 20 meters, the Megalodon was the true leviathan of the deep. Its massive, torpedo-shaped body allowed it to cruise through the water at impressive speeds, estimated at over 15 kilometers per hour. But it wasn't just size and speed that made the Megalodon a dreadful predator. Its jaws were lined with hundreds of razor-sharp teeth, each 18 centimeters long. Its powerhouse bite delivered a force of around 20,000 kilograms, easily crushing the bones of massive marine mammals and even the shells of sea turtles. The Megalodon's diet consisted mostly of whales, dolphins, and other large sea creatures, proving it was at the top of the food chain. Next, we have the Kraken, a creature born from the depths of myth and legend. While the actual existence of the Kraken is shrouded in mystery, it's often said to resemble a giant squid. These can reach lengths around 12 meters. The Kraken's most fearsome features are its long, powerful tentacles, each equipped with suction cups and lined with sharp rings. These tentacles have a grip strength that can paralyze and crush their prey. The Kraken's size and strength made it a legendary terror of the seas. Now, let's compare these two titans. In terms of size, the Megalodon has the upper hand. They're usually 5 meters longer than the Kraken. But the Kraken's tentacles reach lengths the Megalodon could only dream of, allowing it to attack from a distance. When it comes to power, the Megalodon's bite force is incomparable, and they deliver devastating damage with just a single chomp. Meanwhile, the Kraken's tentacle strength crushes its enemy with incredible force. In terms of speed, the winner is definitely the Megalodon, cruising around 20 kilometers per hour, as the Kraken relies on its ambush tactics. This sets the stage for an epic fight between the ancient predator and the legendary sea monster. Who will come out on top? Round 2. Now let's look at the weapons each creature brings to the fight, their intelligence, and their hunting strategies. The Megalodon's biggest weapon is its colossal jaws. Each tooth is designed to rip through flesh and bone with ease. The Megalodon can crush the skull of its prey and deliver fatal blows in an instant. On top of that, the Megalodon's mighty tail and body allow it to have bursts of speed which help with quick, aggressive attacks. The Kraken flaunts a different set of tools. The Kraken is way more intelligent than their opponent today. Unlike the Megalodon, which relies on strength, the Kraken uses advanced problem-solving skills and strategic thinking. They can outsmart the Megalodon any day. Krakens are known for their complex nervous systems, letting them adapt their tactics and use the environment to their advantage. The Kraken have many ambush tactics, one of which is camouflage. That's right, these creatures lay in wait for unsuspecting prey. When their target is within reach, they strike with lightning speed, catching their victim with their tentacles and dragging them into the depths. The Megalodon isn't known for its intelligence, but it uses its speed to surprise its prey, delivering a powerful bite before the victim has a chance to react. In a battle with the Megalodon, the Kraken might use its intelligence to exploit the shark's weaknesses where pressure and darkness could give the Kraken an advantage. In this round, we saw a clash of raw power versus strategic cunning. The Megalodon's immense bite force and speed are countered by the Kraken's reach and intelligence. The Megalodon aims for quick, lethal strikes, while the Kraken tries to outmaneuver and trap its opponent. Round 3. Now it's time for the blow-by-blow account of how this legendary battle unfolds. We begin in the dark, murky depths of the ocean. Using its acute sense of smell and ability to detect vibrations, the Megalodon is the first to sense the presence of an intimidating force nearby. Circling cautiously, the Megalodon sizes up the Kraken, who is lying in wait, its massive tentacles spread out like a deadly trap. Suddenly, the Megalodon makes the first move. Using its incredible speed, it charges toward the Kraken, aiming to deliver a powerful bite. Sensing the attack, the Kraken unleashes a flurry of tentacles, attempting to catch the massive shark. The first clash is a brutal collision, with the Megalodon's teeth sinking into one of the Kraken's tentacles, tearing through the thick muscular appendage. However, the Kraken is not easily defeated. It retaliates by wrapping several tentacles around the Megalodon. The Megalodon thrashes violently, trying to break free from the Kraken's grip. But with every movement, the Kraken tightens its hold, bringing the Megalodon closer and closer to its powerful beak. The battle reaches a critical point when the Megalodon uses its strength to break free momentarily. It swims in a tight circle, gathering momentum for another assault. This time, it aims directly at the Kraken's central mass, hoping to deliver a fatal bite. The Kraken, anticipating the attack, employs a defensive tactic used by many cephalopods. It releases a cloud of ink-like substance, creating a smokescreen that disorients the Megalodon. Taking advantage of the confusion, the Kraken maneuvers behind the Megalodon and wraps its tentacles around the shark. With a series of crushing constrictions, the Kraken starts to overpower the Megalodon. The Kraken's beak, capable of piercing through the toughest of shells, finds its mark. With a decisive snap, the Kraken delivers a fatal wound to the Megalodon. The Kraken's intelligence, strategic use of its environment, and its powerful, multifaceted attack ultimately secure its victory. The Kraken drags the defeated Megalodon into the abyss and cements its position as the undisputed ruler of the deep. So there you have it, folks. In this epic underwater showdown, the Kraken reigns supreme, showing that intelligence and strategic prowess can outmatch even the most powerful of predators. The ancient Megalodon put up a fierce fight, but ultimately, the Kraken's attacks and cunning tactics secured its victory. Now that we've witnessed this epic underwater battle, it makes you wonder what's happening on land. "58 million years ago, the most dangerous snake to ever exist roamed the earth. It was the apex predator of its time, terrorizing everything in sight. In one corner of the ring, we have the Titanoboa. And in the other corner of the ring, from 65 million years ago, another deadly predator lurks, the T-Rex. It was at the top of its food chain with no competitors in sight. These two beasts both reigned supreme when they were alive, but if these predators had lived in the same period, who might win a battle to the death? Which creature would have the most advantages? How might the Titanoboa's size factor into the fight? And would this battle be about brute strength or strategy? This is Titanoboa versus T-Rex. We welcome you to today's battleground for our two warriors, the watering hole. Since the Titanoboa was too large to hide in trees, it would often slither around in shallow water. And since this was a common hunting ground where predators could sneak up on unsuspecting prey, the T-Rex could be found here as well, on the lookout for its next meal. Given this battleground, which competitor might have the home court advantage? Round 1. Let's learn a bit more about our fighters. Weighing in at 1,100 kilograms, we have the Titanoboa. This is the largest snake ever at 15 meters long. Although it doesn't attack with a venomous bite, the T-Rex better watch out for its constricting abilities. The Titanoboa crushes opponents with its long body, exerting over 27,000 kilopascals of pressure. Next, we have the king of the dinosaurs, the T-Rex. It's significantly heavier than the Titanoboa, weighing in at 14,000 kilograms. Its stubby arms are virtually useless in combat, but don't count the T-Rex out just yet. Its massive jaw contains serrated teeth that can slice up virtually anything. If the Titanoboa gets caught in the T-Rex's bite, this fight will be over pretty quickly. Now that we know a little bit more about our opponents, who do you think will win? Round 2. Fight! We meet our opponents at the local watering hole. The T-Rex is on the hunt for its next meal and looks to be pretty hungry. There's no other prey nearby, so it looks like the T-Rex is going to drink some water. It's pretty early for a break, don't you think? And on the other side of the watering hole, the Titanoboa is lurking about, and now it seems to have spotted the unsuspecting T-Rex from afar. As the T-Rex continues to drink some more water and wait for its next meal, the Titanoboa is now making its way to the other side of the battleground. It looks like it's slithering under the water, waiting for the perfect time to strike. The T-Rex is now done drinking and starting to walk away, and oh, the Titanoboa strikes from behind! The T-Rex is disoriented and stunned. It looks like the Titanoboa is using this opening to wrap itself around the body of the T-Rex. The T-Rex is doing its best to escape, but this extra weight the Titanoboa is putting on the dinosaur is giving it no chance. Oh man, this is just too ugly to watch. The T-Rex is completely outmatched at this point. The Titanoboa is continuing to constrict its body, and oh, there goes the T-Rex toppling over now. Yes, this is pretty much a done deal here, folks. The Titanoboa is now issuing the final blow, further constricting and suffocating the T-Rex to death. That'll be a nice meal for the Titanoboa, but I'm gonna call it there. 1, 2, 3. And your winner is the Titanoboa! Now, let's take a look at the replay. Round 3. If the T-Rex had been able to strike first, the battle would have played out very differently, but looking at the footage, we can see here that the Titanoboa's patience is what really set it apart in combat. The snake was known for its ability to plan, carry out sneak attacks on its prey, and that method was on full display in this match. Research also suggests that the T-Rex had weak, beady eyes, and it really had no chance of spotting the Titanoboa from afar, which made it so easy to sneak up on. And once the Titanoboa got hold of the T-Rex, its short arms served no favors. Due to their size and impracticality, the T-Rex wasn't able to use its strength to tear off the Titanoboa, allowing it to constrict the dinosaur, eventually suffocating it.
Learn things as well as be involved. Excuse me, I'm giving a talk right now. Oh my God!
Tonight on Versus, the Saber-tooth tiger takes on the woolly mammoth. Who's bringing the most prehistoric pain to this match? There's only one way to find out. It's the saber-toothed tiger versus the woolly mammoth. Let's meet our competitors. In this corner, towering at 4 meters tall and weighing in at a whopping 6 metric tons, it's the enormous woolly mammoth. And while his tough guy trunk and tusks may be impressive, his resiliency is too. Mammoths evolved in Africa nearly 7 million years ago. Then they spread to southern Europe and eventually to Siberia and Canada. With thick, insulating pelts and genetic mutations that changed oxygen delivery to the blood, keeping them warmer, the woolly mammoths stayed toasty during the Ice Age and beyond. That is, until humans and climate change wiped them out around 4,000 years ago. Luckily for us, this macho mammoth is ready to rumble. But he shouldn't celebrate just yet. Over in this corner, we have the most ferocious feline, the cat we fear most. You guessed it, she's the saber-toothed tiger. The saber-tooth is best known for her menacing 28-centimeter canine teeth. But she also had a muscular, stocky build, measuring 2.5 meters long and weighing 300 kilograms. But saber-toothed tigers worked well in teams and took down weaker or younger mammoths up to 1,500 kilograms. A solo tiger may not be as lucky. But looks can be deceiving. The saber-tooth's bite force of 3,447 kilopascals is less than half the pressure of a modern tiger. As huge as their fangs were, the tiger's neck and jaws couldn't provide the necessary force to crush through bone or strangle their prey. Will this strong, single saber-tooth have what it takes to face her full-size foe? It's time to settle the score. Who really ruled the Ice Age? The battle begins, but slowly. The saber-toothed tiger circles the mammoth, refusing to break eye contact. Without her usual pack for protection, she's cautious about making any sudden moves. Her opponent's fortress of a frame is intimidating, but he's passive. Woolly mammoths were herbivores that preferred to munch on plants, not cats. The carnivorous tiger's hunting instinct overpowers her doubts. She pounces. While this move is enough to knock most prey off balance, it doesn't affect the mammoth. The cat composes herself and lunges again, claws outstretched. She shreds at the mammoth's legs and struggles to reach his weak spots. But the mammoth shields his vulnerable throat and abdomen with his 4-meter tusks, his footsteps thundering across the arena. The determined tiger leaps at the mammoth's back, attempting to wound her challenger and bring him to the ground, but the woolly mammoth's 10-centimeter layer of fat is impossible to pierce, and his long, dense hair gives her zero traction. The saber-toothed tiger slips, so the mammoth seizes his opportunity. He uses his greatest weapon, his trunk. With about 40,000 muscles and a lift capacity of 317 kilograms, the mammoth lifts the tiger and slams her to the ground. She's critically injured. 1, 2, 3. Our winner is the woolly mammoth! Tonight, the heavyweight woolly mammoth conquered the saber-toothed tiger. Without other tigers for backup, she was no match for the massive Elephant King. The tiger exhausted herself, leaping and tearing to no avail. Using his tusks and trunk both defensively and offensively, the mammoth eventually delivered a final blow, easily lifting and dropping the tiger. The mammoth was so sure of himself that he may not have bothered to check the fallen tiger's vitals before departing. As a vegetarian, he was more interested in tracking down a salad. Tonight on Versus, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is facing off against the Spinosaurus to see who's the top dino. Who has the biggest, baddest, bone-crushing bite force? Will the T-Rex come out on top with its high IQ? Or will the heavyweight Spinosaurus win the fight with its size? You won't want to miss this. It's T-Rex versus Spinosaurus. Tonight's lush tropical arena may look like a paradise, but it's anything but when the two largest carnivores of all time go head-to-head. These two are used to sitting pretty on their respective thrones at the top of the food chain, but only one of these fierce fossils can take the crown. Let's meet our colossal competitors. In this corner, it's everyone's favorite Cretaceous celebrity, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Standing 6 meters tall and weighing 14,000 kilograms, this dinosaur was a big deal in its day. With serrated teeth and a bite force twice as strong as a great white shark's, this predator could chomp through anything or anyone in its path. Ruling the forests and valleys of North America before the extinction event around 66 million years ago, T-Rex enjoyed his status as an unbeatable apex predator. But he shouldn't get comfortable just yet. In this corner, straight from the depths of the North African swamps, is the menacing Spinosaurus! At 16 meters long and weighing just over 20 tons, this fighter is considered the first semi-aquatic dinosaur and the largest carnivore ever. With a crocodile-like head measuring 1.6 meters long and 27-centimeter teeth, this not-so-gentle giant was a force to be reckoned with. The spines on his upper back are called a sail. It used these 1.5-meter spines to ward off enemies and intimidate prey. Yeah, I'll say. This striking sail may also attract mates with its flexible joints and potentially bright colors. Ooh, irresistible. Roaming both murky waters and sandy shores 100 million years ago, the Spinosaurus had nothing to worry about when it came to competition. But there's only room for one alpha. Which competitor will snag the victory and the title of most daunting dino? These two aren't wasting any time. In seconds, these reptilian rivals are approaching each other. Footsteps thundering and claws extended. And while the Spinosaurus towers over the Tyrannosaurus, outweighing may not be as valuable as outwitting to secure a win. The Spinosaurus charges at the T-Rex, but the T-Rex easily dodges the attack, moving into the Spinosaurus's blind spot. Without the home field advantage, the Spinosaurus is like a fish out of water. But if he can get in a few blows, he may stand a chance. But where did the T-Rex go? The Spinosaurus whirls around to locate its opponent among the trees, but it's too little, too late. Cunning and calculating, T-Rex tail whips and wounds his challenger, then lunges in for the throat. Despite the Spinosaurus's physical mass and strength, he doesn't stand a chance when it comes to the T-Rex's quick wit and mighty chomp. The Tyrannosaurus uses his maximum bite force of 5,805 kilograms and rips through his opponent's flesh. Razor-sharp teeth piercing straight to the bone. As the Spinosaurus struggles, the T-Rex steadies him, using only his jaws and laying on the pressure. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Living up to the title of the Tyrant Lizard King, our champion is the T-Rex! Tonight, we witnessed a match of mythic proportion as two vicious competitors duked it out to reveal the deadliest dino. Had the arena been near water, the Spinosaurus would likely have used his home turf to his advantage and ambushed the landlocked opponent from the swamp. But that would have only bought poor Spiny more time. The T-Rex had superior smarts and strength, and his senses were powerful too. T-Rex's surprisingly sharp vision and keen nose alerted him to his foe's whereabouts and led to his inevitable win. This time, the Tyrannosaurus Rex won, but that doesn't mean he's untouchable. Tonight on Versus, the Megalodon is taking on the Mosasaurus in the ultimate battle to rule the ocean once and for all. Which hunter will take the crown? Will the Megalodon dominate using its size? Or will the agile Mosasaurus launch a surprise attack to victory? Get ready for a subaquatic smackdown. It's Megalodon versus Mosasaurus. One underwater arena. Two apex predators enter, one leaves. Both of these deep-sea divas reigned supreme in their time, but now the ocean isn't big enough for both of them. Before these titans duke it out for the crown, let's meet our fighters. In this corner, weighing in at 60 tons and nearly twice the size of a T-Rex, you know her, you love her, swimming into the ring at 17 meters a second, it's the Megalodon! Mean Meg's coming into this fight with the advantage. With a brutal bite force of 275,000 kilopascals, the Meg dominates the Mosasaurus in size, speed, and chomping power. In her time, she was the queen of the sea and an expert hunter. Utilizing a burst of speed, she's able to shock, stun, and disorient her target before going in for the finisher. But 23 million years is a long time to go unchallenged. The Meg isn't used to her food fighting back, so she may be in for quite the surprise in the ring. And who's torpedoing in at 13 meters a second to take the crown? Coming in from 100 million years ago, the original epic empress, the Mosasaurus! While the Mosasaurus is in a smaller weight class than the Megalodon, only weighing 20 tons, she makes up for it in maneuverability. Possessing smooth scales, paddle-like flippers, and a quick, strong tail, the Mosasaurus can propel through the water like a giant sea snake. Her slick, deadly fighting style means the Megalodon may have met her match. This is it, the Royal Rumble! The Meg attacks first, charging at the Mosasaurus. The nimble Mosasaurus dodges and begins to swim around the Meg, trying to disorient her. That's right, folks, the Megalodon starts chasing the Mosasaurus around the ring. Wait, what's this? The Meg has lost sight of the Mosasaurus. She seems to have forgotten that the Mosasaurus uses aquatic camouflage when it hunts. And not just that, she's forgotten an important rule when it comes to deep-sea domination. The best offense is a good defense. The Mosasaurus comes in with a surprise attack. Using her two sets of teeth, one designed to rip and the other designed to grab hold, the Mosasaurus bites the Megalodon's tail. For the first time in 20 million years, she's not fighting for food, she's fighting for her life. The Mosasaurus detaches, trying to give the Meg the slip. Not ready to give up the throne, the Megalodon fights through the pain and chomps down on the Mosasaurus. The Mosasaurus is down for the count. 1, 2, 3. Proving that she's still the most fearsome ruler of the sea, the winner is the Megalodon! Tonight, the Mosasaurus lost to the Megalodon's superior size and bite force, but just barely. Using her defensive strategies, the Mosasaurus proved to the world that not even the top of the food chain is untouchable. The Megalodon learned a very valuable lesson tonight in the ring. Don't get cocky. Hot off tonight's win, Mean Meg has tasted blood and she wants more. Now, she's picking a fight with a monstrous giant squid. Ready for another deep-sea death match? Well, we'll see who wins on the next round of Versus.